Wicked problems by Team Awesome. What are wicked problems? Well, the article defines wicked problems as we use the term wicked in a meaning akin to that of malignant, or vicious, or tricky, or aggressive. We do not mean to personify these properties of social systems by implying malice.
So often when confronting problems with social policy, problems cannot be defined. Social problems do not often have optimal solutions in the sense of having a definitive and objective answer.
The article states that wicked problems are not as easy as solving mathematical problems or chess moves. There's no one right answer to a wicked problem, and each problem is unique, similar to how poverty and how it might relate to a lack of education or a person's opinion on the economy and taxes. So the article gave us a 10 list or 10 distinguishing properties of planning issues when it regards to wicked problems.
There's no definitive formulation for a wicked problem. Information needed to understand the problem depends upon the idea of solving it. Finding a solution ahead of time is often the approach. Wicked problems have no stopping rule, meaning, that's good enough or it's the best I can do. Solutions are good or bad, not true or false.
So any solution will often generate consequences over some sort of period of time. And so with that solution, you'll generate consequences that often one is better off if the plan hadn't been carried out to begin with. Also, each solution is considered a one-shot operation. So there's really no opportunity for one to learn by trial or error. Every attempt counts significantly. So every solution is consequential, which means it leaves traces that cannot be undone. And then there's no criteria to prove all solutions have been identified and considered. So often there's a host of potential solutions that can arise, and it's a matter of just judgment on which of these solutions should be pursued and implemented. You really have to use the most realistic judgment.
So wicked problems are unique. No two problems are the same. You can't step into the same river twice. Each wicked problem is also a symptom of another. It becomes a symptom of the original problem becomes a symptom of a new problem, or introducing the identification of a new problem. A wicked problem can be described in numerous ways. For example, crime in the streets can be diagnosed as not having enough police, or maybe too many criminals, or as Dwight would say, too many guns. A planner also has no right to be wrong. The goal is not to find the truth. Each decision has an extensive consequence, and that cannot be undone.
How does this connect to the rest of the class? As we all have different values, goals, and biases, the solutions to wicked problems affect each of us differently. As individuals, we share different priorities. What's good for me may not be good for someone else, or might not be in the other person's best interest.
And also with social problems, the more people that you have involved in the solution, the more complex the problem becomes. And that's what's really difficult in reaching the optimal decision or outcome, is that knowing that there's multiple ways that something could be solved, it can be challenging with the more people you have.
nature of wicked problems are interconnected with other problems. Depending on which idea we refer to, there are different ideas as to what to do.
Team's reflection of the article, a wicked problem can be explained numerous ways, and the explanation is determined by values, beliefs, and biases of the presenter. Each wicked problem is a symptom of another problem. It's not obvious when a wicked problem has been resolved because as one problem may be resolved, other problems may arise from that particular solution.
And generally, every solution to a wicked problem is consequential and cannot be undone. So there's a compounding effect when you look at the start to the end of the solution. And also, not every solution is as easy as simply a true or false. It's more of a good versus bad, and that good versus bad designation can be challenging for each person as they think through their own biases, as we've discussed earlier.
So what we agree with, we will unlikely know or understand the consequences to a solution of a wicked problem. There is no ultimate test of a solution, and solutions are good or bad, not true or false.
The main disagreement that we had as a group with the article was that societal problems are unique in this fashion, that they're the only problems that are wicked or have an undefined number of solutions or consequences, and that there is no optimal solution. But we as a team feel that many decisions, many problems have this same nature, that it's, again, just not unique to only social policy. The new things that we learned that from the article, understanding that sometimes I may not agree with the decisions made by public officials on social problems. They are making those decisions based on the information they have available, and again, there's no optimal solution to be had, so there's just the best we can do.
Something new that our team discussed was also the idea that you have to really take the emotions out of solving problems. When you understand that there's more of the good or bad versus the true or false, it can be very emotional for people when they're looking at social policies and problems that could affect their families and their loved ones around them. So there could be many solutions that are right, even if you know, I and my own individual persona or perspective have my own viewpoint. So it's really important just to take the emotion out and really think about it objectively.
The article changed my view of decisions being made for wicked problems are not as easy as right or wrong. Each decision has natural consequences. I think, you know, what it did for me was, you know, looked at the depth of how those decisions or how deep those decisions could affect the social environment. By making one change, what that ripple effect is, or could potentially be, even thinking about the unseen things and the magnitude around that was new for me.
And that concludes our team's assessment of wicked problems.